we met with our as we met with our parents and school community to answer any questions about the reopening of school. And we decided that we needed a second session to answer any further burning questions that any of our parents may have had for, as we embark upon this whole new piece of coming back to school on next Monday. So I welcome you here today. My name is Sharon Odwin. I'm the principal here at PS 308. And for those of you who are new to our school, which I see a few names here that I have not seen before, I have been the principal here at 308 for the last 5 years. And I like to proudly say that 308 is on the move. One thing I would like to say to you this morning is that our building is a very safe place for your children to reopen on next week. We have our teachers in the building this week, and our teachers are preparing for your children. We are very, very excited to see your babies and our babies, as we have not seen them in the last 17, 18 months. And so we are gearing up for a homecoming celebration. I know you've been hearing our chancellor talk about this homecoming celebration all summer. And so we are proud to announce that we will be having a celebration on our schoolyard at 8 a.m. on September 13th, which is next Monday, to welcome all of our students back into school and to welcome you as partners with us in your children's education. And so this meeting today is to just give you a little bit of the logistics of what's going to happen next week, and to give you a little bit of information on how we will be carrying out our the CDC guidelines and the protocols for safety in our school. And so to start, I would like to say, if anyone is going to or wants to enter the school building, that is staff members, that is delivery personnel, that is parents, anyone entering the school building across the city must complete a health screening form before you can enter the building. Now, if you don't have the link to do that, which Ms. Blake can share that link with you, our parent coordinator, who you can see to my right here. If you don't have that link, you will contact our parent coordinator, and you will click on the link and you will fill out the screener to ensure that that part is done so that you can come into the building. If you do not have the electronic screener, we do have manual papers that ask you health questions, whether you feel sick, have you been exposed to COVID-19, and those kinds of things. If you answer those questions, then you can certainly come into the building, where all of our staff will be masked. Everyone must wear a mask. All of our teachers are in masks. We're not in masks right now, as you see, because we're all in our individual spaces in our building. But as we walk through our building, as we interact with children, all of us have been mandated to wear masks the entire day in our school. And not only do we have to wear masks, the entire staff, anyone who enters the building has to have a mask, and all of our children will be asked to wear masks as well, in addition to socially distancing ourselves from each other 3 feet in the classroom. So there are mandated face coverings. Now, we know that we've been hearing in the news that they're coming down the pike is this mandated vaccination. Many of our staff members have been vaccinated. There are some people across the city who have decided not to do that. And so for those people who decided not to get vaccinated, there is going to be weekly testing for them, and they have to show a negative COVID exam in order to come into the exam, in order to come into the school each week. We will be having bi-weekly testing in our building this year. The only deal with that is it'll only be 10% of the population that will be tested on a bi-weekly basis. This is different from past years, last year and the year before, because there was testing every week at the height of the pandemic. Right now, it may change, but right now it is bi-weekly. Our building is well ventilated. We have purifiers in each classroom. Our desks in the classroom and the arrangements, for those of you who want to come in for a tour today at 1 o'clock, you'll be able to see that we are socially distancing our children in the classrooms. And you'll be able to see what we are doing here to ensure that our school is a safe place for you and for us to be here. We have a full-time nurse in our building, so if in case someone gets sick, we have a place for our children to go, and we will call you to come and pick up your children from school if they are sick. Anyone who feels sick will be isolated from the other population so that there's no cross-contamination. Even if we think someone is sick or someone is feeling sick, we're going to jump on that to make sure that they get the treatment they need and make sure we are keeping everyone safe in our building. In order to receive the testing, we have to have a consent form on file. If we do not have a consent form, your child will not be tested. We're asking you to fill out the consent form so that we'll know everyone's status in our building. In our next week, there's going to be something called pop-up vaccinations. And as you have seen across the city, the DOE has decided to offer vaccinations to children 12 years old and older. It is your choice. We will not have any children vaccinated, or we will not have any children tested without a consent from you. You will have to give us consent for that. If you would like to come into the building during the day that your child is being tested, to sit with your child to make sure that they feel safe during this process, that's fine. If you want to have your children vaccinated who are 12 and older, please welcome. You're welcome to come into the building. You just have to complete the health screening and you have to wear a mask. Temperature checks. We have thermometers in our school. If you want to take the temperature of your child before they come to school, that will be very welcomed. We will do temperature checks in our building every day that the children walk into the building. We have the automated, I'm going to say automated temperature checks on the wall. And so all they would do when they come in is put their elbow or their wrist up to the scanner, and it will automatically tell what their temperatures are. If the temperature is over 100, 101, 102, of course, then that child will be taken to the nurse, and then we will contact you and move further on with that. We know that field trips have been stopped right now. There will be a notification on when we will be able to take our children on field trips. At this point, we'll be taking them on virtual field trips via technology. And we're asking you to please make sure they come to school with their devices and to ensure that their devices are charged every day. Yes, while we have in-person learning, we are still going to be using our Google format, our Google Suite. Every child in our building has a G Suite account, and that is how you will be able to check your children's work. The teachers will be able to assign work, upload work, and that in that format. We are not changing that at all. We're asking that all the parents, if you have not signed up for your New York City schools account, please do so. We have Ms. Blake, our parent coordinator, who is willing to help you be able to do that, because that is a way that you will get instant messages and instant notices from the chancellor, from Central, and from our school. In terms of lunch in our school, we know that too many people in one space is very risky. And so we have decided that we're going to have our K-2 classes eat lunch in their classrooms during the school day. We have grab and go, just as we did last year and the year before, grab and go breakfasts in the morning and grab and go lunches in the afternoon. Any children who are scheduled to go into the cafeteria are slated to do so based on the calculated square footage of from the DOE of our cafeteria. And so we will not have 100 or 200 people in the cafeteria at one time. There will be a set number of children who will be sitting one seat apart in the cafeteria and on one side of the table, because we know that transmission is high if in case someone gets sick. We want to make sure that we are following all the guidelines to make us safe, to keep us safe. Just looking at my list here to make sure that I'm saying everything. Our rooms, classroom, offices are sanitized every day with something called an electrostatic sprayer. Our custodians go in the afternoon, they spray everything, and then they wipe everything down for the next day. So all of our rooms have been, will be sanitized every night. What does testing mean for vaccinated students, and will you test the vaccinated children? Anyway, it's up to you.
No, I'm so sorry. I just read it now. They don't have to get tested if there is proof that they have received both vaccine doses and it's been like 2 or 3 weeks after the second vaccinated dose. That is when it is fully in your system and you don't have to be tested. But however, if you want to be tested, let us know so we could put them in randomly, because just because you're vaccinated doesn't mean you can't get it. You will not get as sick, right, if you get it, but you could also transfer it to other people. So it is up to you how you want to be safe, protect
Right.
yourself, and protect others. I apologize for interrupting.
No, that's fine. Thank you. Anyone can jump in here. Our staff is here. Thank you, staff, for being here, because we did say that our staff is right in the middle of getting the environment ready for children, but many of them decided to come into the meeting this morning to meet with parents as well. So if I'm missing anything, please jump in. One other thing I'd like to say before I take questions is this: we will be meeting on the schoolyard on Monday. There are 2 entrances to the schoolyard, one on Gates Avenue, one on Quincy. Please come into the schoolyard. There'll be signs out there, or your teachers will be holding signs, or we'll tell you where to go and stand for the celebration that's going to take place. We will be in the schoolyard probably about 30 minutes, just welcoming the students back, singing songs. We'll be reciting our Scholar Pledge. We'll have one of our middle school groups will be performing for our students. This summer, we had Summer Rising in our building, and we had a sound room where the children learned to engineering and sound recording. So that group is going to be performing for us. And so we're very excited about that. If you are a new 3K or 4K parent and you have registered, or your intention is to register and you have not completed registration, we need you to please bring in your paperwork, because Ms. Bancroft is the person who is registering everyone, and some people have called and some people have brought paperwork, but we're still missing paperwork from some of our parents. And so your children cannot start school unless they are fully registered in our school. And we're here today. Please bring in the paperwork if you haven't done so. There is not a remote option as yet. And that's like the final word from the Department of Education at this point. Every day we will have in-person learning. Yeah, and that's not coming from Mrs. Odwin. That's coming from the chancellor in New York City and the mayor. I'm just thinking, am I missing anything? Parents, teachers, do you want to?
I got you, Miss Odwin.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Miss Perusa. I'm the school counselor. Many of you have spoken with me, and I've had a great time talking with you all. I want to say not only do visitors or anyone entering the building have to do a screening, students have to as well. There is a website you can go to, and as well a paper form. Additionally, if your child is 12 years or older and he or she is interested in PSAL, Public School Athletic League, they have a vaccination policy. So if you want your child to partake in any athletic sports with them, your child must be vaccinated. Not our ruling, their ruling. We're just passing along the information. The sports would be high-risk sports, including football, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, lacrosse, stunt, and rugby, and also bowling. There is a deadline for when you have to do this. You could speak with them to get more information on that. Again, there's daily health screening for everyone. I know it's a pain, but we have to do it. Also, face coverings, everyone has to wear them at all time. The only time they don't wear them is when they're eating. We're also going to continue with outdoor learning. So if the weather is nice and the teachers are able to do so, they will go outside and conduct lessons. That way the kids get an awesome mask break that they deserve. If a child is feeling overwhelmed, having to wear a mask for so long, teach your child to advocate for him or herself and say, I need a bit of a break, right? And also teachers will stop throughout the day and ask, who needs a break? We are all human. We understand this is a lot. Your children are making a huge transition now, coming back into the building. So remind them to ask for a break, to ask for what they need so that they are comfortable. Because if they're not comfortable, they're not learning. And if there is a positive COVID case in school for elementary level, The student in the class will quarantine for 10 calendar days and attend remote learning. Obviously, this is also case by case. If your little one is not feeling well and cannot do the work, we understand. We'll do something to make up the work, because we also don't want your child to fall behind. In the middle and high school, in the event there is a positive case in the classroom, if the child is vaccinated with no symptoms, they'll attend in person and getting tested. Showing symptoms, they'll quarantine for 10 days. Unvaccinated will go directly to quarantine for 10 days, okay? And they'll continue remote learning. So I'm saying remote learning, but we just heard before there is no remote learning. That is true, there is no remote learning, but there will be assignments posted up remotely for your child to attend. The only children who get a remote option are for incredibly intense cases where children's health are in jeopardy. So we're talking about active cancer, chronic renal disease, sickle cell, Crohn's disease, leukemia, heart conditions, cystic fibrosis, liver disease, tumor. If your child has any of these, or if you're not sure if your child falls under this, don't hesitate to call and ask to speak to the school counselor. You all have my email, you all have my cell phone. You can reach out to me and ask. And if you need anything translated in any language, there is a phone number. I'll share it in the chat. And there will also be an email and a link on our website by the end of the day. I also put in the chat our website, the student parent handbook, the calendar, and information on 504s. If you need any more information on this, again, you all have my email. Does anyone have any questions on what I've asked what I've spoken about so far? Okay, great. All right, I'm done. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Perusa. Are there any other announcements from any of the teachers? Mrs. Washington, I thought you would. Come on, 3K. Let's go, one, the teacher.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm sorry, good morning, everyone. My name is Miss Washington. I am the 3K teacher, 3K1. I just wanted to let any parents know who are on the line for 3K that we are here today, and we would love to introduce ourselves to your child, as we know this is probably or may be their first experience with school, and it may be overwhelming on Monday with everything going on, and we are definitely here, and we would love to get to see them, to say hello, so that they can just know who we are in flesh, in person, so that on Monday it's not overwhelming to them. So we'll be here at 1 o'clock as per Ms. Odwin for the walkthrough, and we really suggest that you come in, stop in, and say hello, which will definitely make separation on Monday a little easier. So we're here, and we would love to see everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Washington. Excellent. Are there any other teachers here? First grade, second grade?
Ms. Washington, can you explain to some of the parents, 3K, are they full day for the first week? Isn't it half a day?
I have communicated with all of my parents, but for those parents on the line who may not be 100% clear, 3K participates in a staggered schedule for the first 10 days of school, AKA 2 weeks. So we are doing an AM and a PM. The first session is 8 to 10. Second session is 11 to 1. So please speak to the prospective teacher to make sure that you sign up for the session that you would like for your child to attend. And the reason why we do that here in District 16 is to assure that the children become acclimated, again, because we know that just throwing them in sometimes for their first experience with school could be somewhat stressful. So the staggered is done not only here at 308, but throughout District 16.
Thank you for that, because I had some other information. So thank you for that update, Mrs. Washington.
You're welcome.
Hi, Ms. Odwin. I just wanted to mention that the parents could also upload the 21-22 calendar from the New York City Department of Education's website, because I know next Thursday is a holiday. There will be no school. That's it.
That's great. Thank you. I forgot to mention that. Is this Ms. Gardner? Is this Nyland's mom? Who's asking the question about the report card? The report card should be in the New York Schools account.
Yes, it's me, Principal Odwin. Good morning,
Hello, how are you?
everyone. How are you, lovely
I'm fine.
ladies
I'm fine, thank you. Have you,
and gentlemen, everyone?
have you looked at her New York City school, your New York City school account? The report card should be there.
No, I've been having problems logging onto the site.
Okay, can you put your email, can you just send me your email? That way we can email it to you?
Of course, I will definitely do that.
You can email me. Okay, I'll put my email in the chat again if you can't find it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just to remind me to send it to you. Are there any questions, parents, teachers? Are there any other announcements that I'm forgetting? I will say that teachers, if you have not supplied a supply list, please do so. If you have your syllabus ready, please make sure you can send that through Google the Suite or Class Dojo, so that parents can get an idea of where we're going this year. Although later on, maybe in 2 weeks, we'll have a meet the teacher night, but I think it will be very helpful if the teachers received the supply list now, and number 2, the syllabus to see where their children will be going this year in terms of instruction. Are there any other questions, parents, teachers? Concerns, suggestions?
If you don't want to speak up, don't be afraid to write it in the chat.
Well, I don't have any suggestions yet. I'm just waking up to you ladies.
That's okay.
As
That's
far
fine.
as social distancing, how are we working out the social distancing between class and, as far as being transported from one room to the next this year?
Thank you for asking. I neglected to mention that our children are not moving. The only place the upper grades are moving to is in the cafeteria. And so we will be having them socially distancing. The teachers are moving to each class. So for our middle schoolers who usually would travel to ELA and go to math and go to science and go to social studies, right now the teachers are moving and not the students. Like, as I said before, the middle schoolers are the ones who, well, 3 to 8 will be the ones eating in the cafeteria, and we will move them down there in a very methodical way where they are not on top of each other, and have them sitting where they're not on top of each other. Because what we're trying to do is make sure we can trace where everyone has gone in case something happens.
Oh,
And so, right?
okay. One more other question.
Sure.
I know that we've had issues in the past with sweaters and hoodies and things of that nature. Now, when it comes down to masks, will we be able to allow the children to be expressive with their masks this year, or do we have to have a set color, like to go with our uniforms and stuff like that?
You can have any type of mask you want. We have masks, and that's a really nice.
I love that question.
That's a nice
Thank
question.
you.
It would be very nice if the children design their own. That is strictly up to you. But again, we do have masks here in school. It's just a standard mask that you see to give if children lose their mask or if they misplace them. But no, there's no color scheme for that.
Okay, no, you know how some children can go overboard, so I just want to make sure, because we had a lot of the hoodie things in the past. So I want to be up on it this year, and I don't want you to have no problems with my little lady.
No, she'll be fine, I'm sure. She'll be fine.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
want to say good morning to Principal Alway, Ms. Perusa, and everyone?
Hello, Nyland.
Hi, Nyla.
Do you have
Hi. Any questions from any of the children here?
Are we going in the building or are we going on remote? So that's my question.
No, you're gonna come in the building. I'll see you on Monday.
Yeah, but you were asleep when she said it.
I know, but I said it yesterday. Anyways, hi, how y'all doing?
And
Doing good.
I can't wait to see y'all. I miss y'all so much.
I know, we miss you too. And the uniform is the same. For 3K to 5, it's light blue polo, dark blue pants. For our 6th to 8th grade, our middle school is dark blue polo. And we have some of the shirts here. If you're interested, if you want to come around 1 o'clock, we can make sure you get those. And dark blue pants. So it's the same uniform from last year.
Uniforms, I'm just telling you the prices. Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Blake, the parent coordinator. Yes, we do have uniform shirts here. If we do not have your size or the amount that you need, you can put an order form in for uniforms. Uniforms, polo shirts, short sleeve are $10. Long sleeves are $12, but we cannot take cash. If you would like to purchase a uniform, you have to come with a money order. Okay, money orders to PS 308. Thank you.
New families receive a complimentary shirt.
Yes, all new students just coming to school, they will get a shirt today.
Any other questions or concerns? And again, there's no early arrival. We begin at 8 o'clock, so we will be opening the gates around that time for you to come in. Because of COVID, things have changed. You know, before we had breakfast at 7:30, but we would have early arrivals who would come into the cafeteria and eat. Now we have the grab and go breakfasts. And so we can't open our gates before 8 o'clock. Well, a little before 8, but then when the children come into the building, when they take their temperature and come into the building, they will be receiving grab and go breakfasts that they'll have to eat upstairs in the classroom. Oh, one thing I neglected to say, starting Tuesday next week, 3K and 4K do not enter through the schoolyard. They enter through the building on Gates Avenue, Ms. Washington. That's how we did it last year. 3K and 4K, they don't go to the schoolyard with all the big kids. They come in on the other side and they dismiss there as well. And also the front door doesn't open until 9 a.m. That's basically it. Does anybody have any? Okay, Ms. Gardner.
Yes, one more thing. The bus routing. How is the busing going to go for the children who ride the buses?
You should have gotten your schedule already. Her name.
I have not received nothing, my love. I'm sorry for that.
Okay, so I will have to call OTPS because they should be running the routes right now to make sure that they have all of the addresses in their system. So I will contact OTPS today. OTPS, yeah, transportation today to see what's going on. You haven't received an email, a letter, or anything to signify that she's on the bus?
No, nothing.
Mm.
Do you have my students account?
I think you just sent me an email about the students account yesterday. I received that, but I haven't gotten to that part as far as signing up for that.
If you
was waiting for everything in the mail.
If you do your My Student account, you can find out everything having to do with your child and the connection with school. So bus information will be there.
Okay.
That's one way you could do it. And that's honestly like the easiest way. And then you can call transportation, that number that that you get every year. If they don't contact you, you contact them. And we'll get you that number shortly.
Okay, thank you so much.
Contact OPT to inquire about pickup and drop-off time. The number is 718, and I'm cutting and pasting this into the chat.
Oh, you're gonna put it in there.
718-392-8855. And just make sure you have your child's OSIS number, or they can look it up with her first and last name. Okay, I put it in the chat.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Every year we continue to make sure everything is in place, that whatever documentation we need for transportation, we send it to them. But if they don't contact you like the week before school, you have to call them because they're not like in the building here with us and we don't work with them. And for us to contact, it's the same thing as you contacting.
Okay, understood.
Yeah, if anything, it's better from you because they have to get back to right away.
Ms. Chapman, the 3K and 4K will be entering on the Gates Avenue side, not the gate to the schoolyard, the entrance into the building. And if the children are late to school, just any of the children late to school, and then they don't get here till 9 o'clock, the front door will then be open because that door on Gates Avenue will close at 9 o'clock.
So Ms. Odwin, I just wanted to say, for those parents who are going to work, if you're here at, between 8 o'clock and 8:15, I will wait by the door. And since it's me and Ms. Parker, I can wait by the door and take the child from you. And then you can go on about your day. You don't have to log them in and do all of that. And we'll do the attendance. I know last year or the previous year that you had to sign in and sign up. Okay. You don't have to worry. I'll be there. I'll take them from the door. and you can head out to work or wherever it is that you need to go. But as Ms. Odwin said, if it's after 9, then you'd have to come around. And I guess they can call me, Ms. Odwin, right? And I can go and get.
Sure. We want to make this as painless as possible because it's something that's very new and unprecedented for all of us. That this is the first time we've been in the building during a pandemic with 275 children. Those of us who have been here, we've been in the building with 60 children. From K to 8, we've been in the building with 50 children. During the summer, we were in here with 80 children. Now we're having 275 students in the building. And we want to make sure that everybody understands what the protocols are. And we're doing things not to disrupt the status quo, but to disrupt the status quo because we want everybody to be safe. And someone has their hand up over here, Ms. Hodder.
Yes, I just wanted to ask, I'm new coming to the school and I know you guys talk about Class Dojo, but I haven't had any links to Class Dojo to see any of the stuff for both of the boys.
Okay, so Miss Blake. Ms. Blake here.
Okay, so the teacher needs to invite her. I'm gonna put my email in the chat. You can email me your email and I'll make sure that you get your invite today.
Okay, I'll email you. And is it better if I just do it when I come at 1?
Mom, don't worry about it.
That's fine. Yes, you can do that. Yeah, when you come in at 1, you can just give me your email and I'll make sure I get the teacher's name and we can just invite you like that, okay?
Okay, thank you. And will Class Dojo be used for both the 3K book, my 2K book?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank
Yes. It's good that everyone gets connected. I know like the older kids, 6 to 8, they usually use the communication with Google Classroom, but it's very good that everyone get connected to Class Dojo because a lot of information is sent on there. That's my form of communication with the parents. Anything that the DOE gives me, I make sure that the parents know about it. It can be about a food drive or anything like that. I make sure it gets on Class Dojo. So I'm asking that all parents please get connected with Class Dojo. Just to get updated on information.
Ms. Blake, I'm emailing you mom's information right now. Mom, you don't have to do the email.
Thank you.
So it's kindergarten. Is Miss Kirkland here? I think I saw her. I think kindergarten has
Miss Webster is here.
Oh, Miss Webster, kindergarten has a full day next week, correct? Miss Webster? I believe kindergarten has a full day. The school day ends at 2:20. We begin at 8 every day and we end at 2:20.
Yeah, starting last year, they had a full day, Miss Alvin.
Okay, thank you. And dismissal will be on the schoolyard every day by the gym, the gym is the door near the Quincy exit. So that's the way we'll be coming out every day for dismissal. Any other burning questions?
Yeah, will the dismissal be in the yard for all grades or just certain grades?
K through 8 at, a staggered dismissal. We'll have the babies come out first and then our middle elementary will come out and then our middle school will come out after them. 3K and 4K would be dismissed on the side door on gates. So Nylan will be coming out to the schoolyard. She'll be dismissed in the schoolyard. She's going to be in 7th this year, right?
Yes, 7th. And if we do take the bus this year, would she be leaving the yard to go to the bus, or you have a separate route for that?
No, that will be a separate route to the bus area on Gates Avenue.
Okay.
We will still have after school this year. We're happy to announce that we will have 2 days after school for our babies, our 3K and 4K, which may not start until the 3rd week in September. And then we have our New York Edge that will still service our kindergarten through 5th grade, and Global Kids will still service our middle schoolers for after school, which is from 2:20 to 5 o'clock in the evening, Monday through Thursday, I believe. But hopefully we can have them come and have a table to explain all of this to you on Monday and have applications for you to complete so that you get ahead of the game. Any other questions or concerns? If you have some concerns about technology, come on in, see Miss Blake. We will help you set up your accounts. Miss Peruse is here. You have Miss Washington. All the teachers here are readily accessible to help you set up your G Suite accounts, to get your Class Dojo accounts set up and the New York Schools account, so that you don't miss any information that we share about the school or whatever's coming down the pike. If there are school closures or any information, we don't want you to miss out on that.
A quick question. I'm Maritza.
Nice
My
to meet
child
you.
was nice to meet you. My child was in 3K last year,
Mhm.
Miss Angela. But they have her on the waiting list. Is she on the waiting list or she's going to your school?
What's her name?
Claire Araujo. Last name Araujo.
So she should be in 4K this year?
Yes.
Claire
She's here. She's on our list, Miss Otwin. We got her.
She's here. Oh, we got her. Okay. Yes, she's here.
Making sure, because another school, they told me to just say yes to the school, even though, because they told me I still have to be on the waiting list at your school. So I was like, okay, so I don't know what we're doing on Monday, but.
Oh, no, you're bringing
We'll
her.
see her Monday.
Okay, so when I bring her, do we bring her to the yard or?
You'll bring her to the Gates Avenue exit. It's the bus exit. Yeah, you don't have to bring her to the yard. We're not having our babies go on the schoolyard with everybody else.
Ms. Owen, but the first day of school, everyone goes to the yard, right? Am I correct?
No, I don't want the babies to go there. I want
Okay.
to get them, and then once we get them, they can bring them out, because I don't want
Okay.
so
Just
many.
want to make sure.
There's going to be a lot of traffic on that day, because I know parents have anxiety. Teachers are going to be out there. Parents are going to be out there. We're going to have our children performing out there. So there's going to be a lot of action going on out there. And we just want to make sure that our little babies are not, overwhelmed by all of that. So they will come in and the teachers will bring them out after everyone's situated out on the schoolyard.
Do we have oratory speech this year?
Yes, we do.
Yay! Yay! Sorry, the excitement.
Yes, we will get you all the information early.
Yay, thank you.
And because you said that we would be able to go to the building at 1 today, is
Yes.
that also as far as the iPads are concerned? Because we need ours fixed.
Okay, bring those iPads. Anything that's not working, bring it back to us and we'll see, we'll try to exchange it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Ms. Robinson, Global Kids, will try to get them to be here on Monday with their applications. If not, they don't really start until October. So we have time to get those applications to you. So don't worry.
Do they have to bring their iPads with them the first day?
Yes.
Okay.
The first day of school, everyone should bring their iPads, laptops, whatever they have, whatever devices they've been using, they need to bring them. If they have a device that is broken, still bring it. We have some people here who can fix them, or we can exchange them out.
Well, the iPad came with the keyboard. The keyboard never really worked.
Oh, okay.
No, mine didn't work either.
I'm like, ew, I don't understand.
It's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, we broke it. I was like, it's the first day. How is it broken?
That's okay. It's fine. We have our PTA president, Ms. Rice, here. Ms. Rice, I'm going to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself to your parent body.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm Ms. Rice. I'm the current year PTA president. I cannot wait to get started this year. We have so much planned in store for you guys, from trips, in-person events, fundraisers, a lot that we can do to kind of like help foster back the 308 community back to where it was pre-COVID. So our first PTA meeting will be on September 15th at 5 p.m. There will be a Zoom link posted in Class Dojo. And I'll also send an email out to all the parents' emails that I have on file, just to notify them of the upcoming PTA meeting. And I can't wait to meet you guys in person and start the school year off.
Thank you so much, Ms.
Thank you,
Rice. We're
Ms.
so excited.
I have a question though.
Welcome to the
Yes, that's fine.
308 family, Miss Rice. I look forward to being a pain in your behind, right along with Principal Odwin and Miss Perusa. So look forward to me.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
Yes, Ms. Rice, you have a question?
Yes, I did. I know, I just heard you say that the the younger kids are not going to be dropped off for the first day in the big schoolyard, so we are just taking them to the Gates Avenue location. Is that
Right, because the teachers will be there to collect them.
3K, pre-K, and kindergarten, or
It's just 3K and pre-K.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
that's every day, not just the first day, it's every day. That is their entrance and exit for the building.
Okay.
Yeah, kindergarten is a big, they can handle it. They're our babies. They are bigger babies. So we know that we'll have a space for them out there, but our 3K and pre-K, you know, it's new. It's a new beginning, even in 4K. So we want to still, you know, if they were in 3K, they came in that way. So that's their routine, right? 4K, that's their routine. Kindergarten, yes, now we'll have to start the routine of going to the schoolyard and getting picked up there.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome back. It's good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
Okay. All right. Any other questions or concerns? How many people are we going to see at 1 o'clock? Can you just put like a number in the chat, you know, a letter or me, or how many people are?
They can raise their hand, Ms. Alvin.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you so much. How many people?
I came in late. What's going on at 1 o'clock?
Well, it's a school tour. If you want to come in to see the space where your children's going to be, you know, housed for 6 hours a day. If you want to take a look to see how we are socially distancing our children, if you want to meet the teacher, who by the way are, you know, getting their rooms together. If you want to learn how to create your New York Schools account, Ms. Blake is here to show you that. Getting on Class Dojo and all of those things. And so we are opening up a tour. We had a tour last week. And we also had our town hall meeting last week, but this is a second meeting just so everyone can feel comfortable with letting your babies go somewhere, because we are still in the middle of a pandemic, you know, and it's not getting better, it's getting worse. But just to relieve your mind, oh, this is where my child's going to be. Oh, this is how the room is situated. You can actually see where they're going to be. And so if you feel the need to come, we're opening up our doors. You know, we're here to support the community, and you know, it's not an isolated situation. It's not us and you or them. It's all of us together in this, because your babies are our babies. You know, we're all mothers in here. We're aunts, uncles, grandmas, and all of those things. And so we would just want to make sure that you feel comfortable with your children being here with us. And so we're giving you the option to come in and just take a look at what's happening in this beautiful school, because we are on the move here, I'm telling you. And we're happy to have all of you with us. Ms. Williams, you have a question? Oh, you're telling me you're coming. Okay, good. That's fine. That's fine. Any other questions or concerns? Questions, concerns, suggestions?
Please, parents, please fill out the attendance form. I'm going to put it back in the chat. We need all the parents to do the attendance form for this meeting. Thank you.
Yeah, just click on it and put your name in the. If there is nothing else, I will move on to my next project, which starts in 8 minutes. And I look forward to seeing all of you and taking you on a tour of our wonderful building so you can see all the great things that's going on in our school. And we know that this is going to be a new and exciting year, as we are very, very excited to get back on that saddle and ride that horse. So thank you all for coming today. I appreciate you. Just know when you do come in, you have to have a mask. If you do not have a mask, we have extra ones, and you have to fill out the health screening form as well. Thank you all for attending. I will see you soon, and have a good day.
Everyone have a great day.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.